National debt has increased by almost 20 billion rand, and KwaZulu-Natal warned of possible floods inland. With the latest news updates, I'm Hasina Gori. South Africa's national debt has increased by close to 20 billion rand in the past year. This is revealed by the survey published by the South African Institute of Race Relations with data obtained from the National Credit Regulator. The total consumer debt in South Africa has increased from 85 billion rand in 2011 to 104 billion rand in 2012. Gauteng accounts for almost half of the total consumer debt held in the country, with the average individual in Gauteng owing more than 4,000 rands. The province is closely followed by Western Cape and Northern Cape, with the average person owing about more than 2,000 rands. The Institute of Race Relations, Lucy Holborn.
What we're seeing is a 19 billion rand increase in the amount of outstanding debt owed by consumers in South Africa between 2011 and 2012. So really what this means is the average amount owed per person is going up. These could be through mortgage agreements, secured credit facilities such as credit cards, and unsecured credit. And in total, this represents an average per person of 2,000 rand outstanding debt.
Suzanne Visser, known as Advocate Barbie, will not be going home. Correctional Services spokesperson Offense Morwane says the Parole and Correctional Services Board has again denied her request to have her prison sentence converted to correctional supervision. Visser has been trying to be released from prison since last year. She is serving 7-year jail term for indecently assaulting young girls and women, the manufacture and possession of child pornography, and defrauding a children's home. Leila Magnus reports.
The parole board hearing was Visser's second bid to have a sentence converted. In August last year, the parole board ruled that Visser should serve a sentence because of the seriousness of her crimes and the number of victims involved. She then launched a review application in the North Gauteng High Court in Pretoria to review the decision. The court ruled that the parole board must again consider her request and take all relevant social and psychological reports into consideration. Department of Correctional Services spokesperson Offense Morwane says the parole board on Friday again denied her request.
Western Cape disaster officials say the various fires in the province have subsided slightly following cooler temperatures overnight, as well as a drop in the southeasterly wind. However, the winds are expected to pick up during the course of the day, and temperatures are expected to reach the mid-30s in several areas. The Chief Director for Disaster Management and Fire Services in the province, Colin Dana, says firefighting efforts have been stepped up.
The fire in the Cape 1 is still burning in the mountains. We have put extra crews on standby this morning, just in expectation of when the heat does come up and the wind starts picking up. And then the fire in the Walker Bay area has also subsided slightly, but we expect it to pick up again. But we've got an extra 375 fighters coming in from all over the country that will be assisting.
And finally, the South African Weather Service in KwaZulu-Natal has warned of possible floods in and near the Drakensberg Mountains. Severe thunderstorms and heavy rainfalls are expected inland, moving to the coast tomorrow. Forecaster Mduduzi Mtembu says this weather pattern is expected to persist up to the weekend.
We can even expect some heavy falls of rain that can even lead to flooding in places over Giants Castle, Underberg, Impendle, Newcastle, and even reaching down to Kokstad. And as we go to tomorrow, Thursday, we do expect some heavy falls along the coast, going to about 80% chances as well, where we can expect some flooding as well, starting from the south coast, going further north to even reach Jozini in the north coast.
Catch the latest news anytime here on Newsbreaks Option 1.